later than normal. I'm actually leaving and headed to Atlanta. The big city of Atlanta. Hot
Turn
Atlanta.
right on Briarwood Circle.
I've heard some of them
Turn
call it
right.
Hot Atlanta. Oh, I guess some days are hotter than others down there. I don't know. I know it's raining cats and dogs.
Turn right on Selman Drive.
It
then
rained,
turn right.
yeah, from the time I got home yesterday all night, and it's still raining. Today's gonna be a better day. I have coffee instead of that stinky tea. Yeah, some good coffee. It's
Turn
stronger.
right on Maple Drive.
It's not even the breakfast blend. I went all out for the regular. The donut regular flavor. What do they call it? Yeah, donut. Anyway, oh, you know what I heard yesterday? I heard that Dunkin Donuts is no longer Dunkin Donuts. It's just Dunkin. And that Weight Watchers was no longer Weight Watchers. It was W. What in the world? Did that offend somebody? Did donuts? I don't know. That might have offended somebody because they're round, kind of fat. I don't know. Got a little hole in the middle. And Weight Watchers. I mean, W? What the heck? I'm sorry. I don't know. My guess, though, is it probably did offend somebody. You know, they changed the names of a lot of things. Yeah, Dolly Parton changed her little thing up in Gatlinburg.
Turn left on Rome Boulevard.
Instead of the Dixie Stampede, it's just the Stampede. I don't know. Silliest. People get offended over the
Turn
stupidest
left on
stuff.
Rome Boulevard.
You know, I don't really think it's so much they're offended. Excuse me. They just need something to complain about. They just want something to fuss about. Oh well.
Continue on Rome Boulevard.
Today's a new day. It's a pull my hair in a ponytail kind of day. Oh gosh. It's really not been a bad week. I've had a pretty good week actually. Got today and tomorrow. Then off for the weekend. Yes. It's pretty good coffee. It's even a cup big enough to put my whipped cream in. And I You know, you can read up coffee, caffeinated coffee, boost all those good little bubbles in your brain, your endorphins, your feel-good hormones. It boosts all of those. Yeah, that's why they say that people like to start their day with coffee. And, I get it. Absolutely. Because my day was just, it wasn't a bad day. It just could have been better. I just didn't really have all that energy, to be honest with you. Didn't really feel all that good. Let me tell you, our Chick-fil-A day, which was going to be yesterday, I was going to get home and cook us some Chick-fil-A sandwiches, keto style. Didn't work out. I had no energy. I was just, oh my gosh. I said, oh man. I am just tired. So, we had sushi. Yeah, we had some sushi. Sushi's good for you. Now, I don't get the raw kind. I have had it. But that was in my younger days when I didn't have a whole lot of sense. I don't want no raw sushi. So, I got it's called the Godzilla roll. And, it's so good. I can't eat all of it. I ate about half of it. And I get this appetizer called the Sue Special, S-U, Sue Special. It's got crab and cream cheese. I don't know. It's got the yum sauce. So that's what I had yesterday. That's what Lance had yesterday. I was asleep when Troy came in, so I don't know what he ate. I did tell him to go by and get him some sushi, but I don't know. I was just exhausted, no energy. No energy. And I hate feeling like that. Oh, it makes my day long. It just makes me feel like, I don't know. I hear patients say, and even my mother, I hear her say, I really wanted to get up and go in there and clean them cabinets out or clean that closet out, but I just didn't have the energy. Oh man, that's depressing to me. I like to go. I like to do. I like to clean. It's funny, when I was my daddy died when I was 10. And my middle sister had moved out, so she always took care pretty much of the house. And so I don't know, it was just something that she and I got, some kind of qualities that we like to clean, and she's still that way. Yeah. And me too. I would sit down when I was 10 and a half, 11 years old, and I would sit at the kitchen table, get some pencil and paper out. And I don't know if we was probably too poor to have an 8-pen, I don't know, but I'd get the pencil and paper. I can remember doing this. And I would start numbering. And I would put at the top of each little column, like living room, bathroom, bedroom, hallway, kitchen, utility room. I would do all that. And then I would start numbering. Number 1, dust. 2, windows. 3, sweep. 4, mop. I mean, I just, yeah, I've always liked to clean. Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't like cleaning up other people's mess. That irritates the hound out of me. I got up this morning, there was a fork and a little saucer in the sink. Okay, we have a dishwasher, and it had just a few little things in it. Put your stuff in the darn dishwasher. Why should I have to come along behind you? And I don't know if that was Troy or if that was Lance, but I don't like cleaning up after people. That I have a problem with. Now, if they're sick or something, that's different, but come on, put your own stuff in the dishwasher. Yeah, get your stuff, clean the Febreze. The ones, I can't remember the scent, but they're in the black bottle with a little bit of blue writing or something on it. I love them things. You know, you can take them and put them in like this little wax melt jar that you can buy like for those wax melts, and it'll smell up the house. Yeah, it smells good. And something else I found out, I found it was a hack on YouTube that some lady had tried. She got these like goodness, like an old knee high, and cut it into little sections. Get you some little ribbon, put you some of them beads in those, you know, cut you out a little piece of the knee high, put those little beads in there, tie it with a ribbon, put it in your drawers. Not your drawers you're wearing, but you know, your dresser drawers and your chest of drawers. And it makes stuff smell good. Yeah, it does. Love smell good. I think we've got those plug-ins in every plug-in in the house. Shoot, if I could put them on the plug-ins outside and it would work, I'd do that. I love it. You know what I love about when I'm drying clothes, because of the dryer vent goes to the backyard. Honey, if you pull up on at my house on the evening, or especially a Saturday, you're gonna smell it. You're gonna smell that gang or whatever. It just smells up the backyard. And you know, I go to some homes and I know when they're doing laundry because I can smell it. Yeah, love smell good. Don't like no stinky. No stinky. Good smelling stuff. I've even got a bottle of Febreze in the back of my car. I went into a home the other day, and this poor little guy smoked like a freight train. Now, he didn't smoke while I was there, but boy, I smelled like a chimney when I left, because that's his home. He said smoked in there. So, woo. So what I do when I get out to the car, honey, I'm spraying up Febreze. You know, when people want to smoke, that's their business. I don't like the smell of it. I can't inhale it. I'm just like, who was it, Bill Clinton? Said he couldn't inhale. I tried smoking. And this was since me and Troy had been married. He used to smoke them old nasty Marlboros. And we were outside doing, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were putting up Christmas lights or something. But anyway, he was smoking.
Continue on Turkey
I don't know. I probably got a wild hair and said, let me try it. And he did, and I coughed for 3 hours. Oh my goodness. But I had tried it when I was about 17 years old. And I'll never forget, I had a pretty little red, the little pouches that, I don't know if they still sell them or not, that you can put your cigarettes in. And I wanted girl cigarettes, and I can't remember, but knowing me, I probably went in the store when I bought those and said, hey, what do girls smoke? Because I want a pack of them. I'm a girly girl now. I was born a female. I'm still a female, and that's what I'm going to remain. But, you know, I asked for a pack of Virginia Slims, so that's what I got. Had me a pretty little lighter with flowers all over it. I remember this, and I'll never forget. Mom and I and my oldest sister had been to Lafayette, Georgia, and we were coming from Lafayette, and I remember where it was at. I actually cross that road, about every week, and when we go to Lafayette. But I started to light one of them up. I was in my car that I had paid for. I was 17 years old. I thought I was, Miss Independent, Miss Adult. And she had lived with my daddy for all them years, and he smoked. He smoked in the house and everything. Ashtrays everywhere. I still got some of the ashtrays. But anyway, bless his heart, that's what took him out of this world. So, anyway, she said, you ain't gonna light one of them things up, are you? And I said, yes, I'm gonna smoke. She said, all right. She said, them pretty teeth you got. And I don't know, I don't think you can tell, but my teeth, I've never had braces. I whiten my own teeth. I do drink coffee, which is a new thing. Most of my life I've not drank coffee or anything like, I've had tea. after he put the lighter on the outside of the pouch, out the window. I threw it all out. Never bought another pack. Never did smoke any of them. But I'm so thankful for that. That's a terrible habit. You know, people know that. You know, I got a lady now, and she's on about 4 liters of oxygen and wheezing and hacking and can't hardly go from the bed to the bedside potty without just, I mean, she can't catch her breath. Still smokes. Still smokes. I told her, I think it was my second visit, we talked a little bit, and I could smell it in there. I've never seen her smoke. But I said, you still smoke, right? She kind of grinned. I said, hey, you're not going to hear no fussing from me because you know better than I do how bad that is for you. I said, but you know, when you can't breathe, that, you know, it's hard to really do anything, you know, when you're still doing that. And you know, she explained to me that smoking was relaxing, that she suffered from anxiety, and I can get it. I really can get it because you're inhaling and, you know, those deep breaths and stuff. That is relaxing. It's just the stuff you're putting in your lungs while you're doing that. But I don't think for a minute that she would ever give up them cigarettes. You know, and I don't fuss at them if that's what they like doing. I like to eat. I'm trying to eat better now. Haven't always. I always enjoyed food. When I was happy, when I was sad, when I was depressed. I'll tell you, when I was in nursing school, I would have to sit and I can remember this so well. Oh my gosh. I would sit on the end of that couch and I would study for 7 to 8 hours. I'd go in there about 11 o'clock in the morning, days that I didn't have to work, and days I didn't have to go to school. And I would literally study till about 7 that night. All day. And I might have got up, I don't know, 3 or 4 times to go to the bathroom. And I'd find snacks. Yeah. And I'd sit there and eat. And I put weight on. Yeah. And I had put more weight on in nursing school than I did when I was pregnant. And I'll have to post my nursing picture. Yeah. When I graduated. Big difference. Yeah. Mother's got I think I ate my 10 over there at her house, and I see it every time I go over there. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. Miss Pillsbury. Yeah, I'm all blown out. But, you know, people find comfort in different things. Smoking, chewing tobacco. Now, that's something that, yeah, my daddy did that. When they told him cigarettes was going to kill him, he started chewing Red Man. Like that was any better for him. But anyway, bless his heart. He didn't do that long. He was dead within, he had about 3 or 4 heart attacks. And it was a massive heart attack that killed him. And he probably, after that last heart attack, I don't know, he lived 6 months or a year. Yeah, and he had quit smoking. Yeah, but he loved that old Red Man. Loved chewing that tobacco. And I remember my grandparents, they dipped that old stuff called snuff. I know some of you probably remember that. Granny and Grandpa dipping snuff. I never will forget. Mama's daddy was down at the house one time. My grandpa, and he was sitting in a chair, and I had a little old red plastic recliner, and it reclined. It was plastic, hard plastic, and he would always use old cans, like an old can that you'd open some green beans out of or something. He'd, you know, wash it out, put a paper towel down in it, and that's what he'd spit in. Well, I wanted to be like my grandpa. Mama got me a little can. So when he'd spit, I'd spit. And he had that old snuff. Well, he had that can sitting out there between me and him. And I thought, well, you know what? And I don't know how old I was. Probably about 5, maybe 4 or 5. But I remember it like it was yesterday. I got that can up, and I opened it, and I put it up to my nose, and somehow I inhaled that stuff. I got so sick. Oh my, that was the last of the snuff days. And Mama said, "Oh Lord, I told you, yeah, don't do that." You know, she had me the can. I was already pretending. And yeah, bad stuff. Yeah, I can remember working at a nursing home, right out of nursing school, and we had a little guy, and he dipped that stuff, and there was a little store across from the nursing home, and the staff, us, we would go over to the third of the month when he got his little check and get him a big old can of that snuff. Was it Prince Albert? It was in a red and white can. And I can't remember the name of it. It was in a white can with some red writing on it. And I remember, and this was a long time ago, but I took they had given me out of his account like $30-something. And I went over there, walked across to that store, and got him his monthly big thing of snuff. And honey, that stuff was $30-something then. I don't know what it would cost now. But he loved that snuff. Yeah, loved it. A lot of these old people rather have their snuff or their cigarettes than to have food. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just thankful I don't have that habit. Some of you may remember the little plastics, or not plastic, but candy cigarettes. Yeah, they used to make, and they'd be have red dye on the end of them, like it was burning. And I would get them and pretend I was smoking. Now, I could smoke them things because they were candy. I'd act like I smoked them, then I'd start chomping on them and eat them. I don't think they make them anymore. But Mama would buy them for me. Yeah. I wanted to smoke because my daddy did. Oh, me. But anyway, I'll tell you what. The things we do, right? You know, if I could go back to my childhood, I don't know. I watched like some of the same old shows that I watched as a kid growing up. It's a peace about it. I don't know. I never really had any worries. I just really enjoyed my childhood. As far as, yeah, being outside and stuff. Now, I didn't enjoy seeing my daddy in the hospital and stuff like that because he was sick most of my life, in and out with heart attacks. Matter of fact, he died sitting by me on the couch, and the day before Christmas Eve. Yeah, very, very, very hard. You know, I still live with that. A 10-year-old child seeing their parent die beside them. I saw him yelling, "I can't breathe," and trying to get at air, and stuff. When he did take that last breath, stuff was just foaming out of his nose and mouth. And you know, I was looking at that, and that does something to a kid. I had to have counseling. Yeah, I had to have counseling. I can remember when they picked him up from the funeral home. They had the gurney out there, and it was real cold. It was December. It was the day before Christmas Eve. And they pushed him out on that gurney to the back of the hearse. And the guy come back in the house and was talking to Mom. A couple of guys, I believe it was. And I can remember telling them guys, "Please put a blanket on my daddy. He's going to get cold out there." They just didn't pay me any attention. They looked at me and they kept talking to her. But I just didn't really believe it was real. I thought, this is something that, yeah, I don't know what it is, but my daddy will be back. Yeah. Yeah, he was good to me. He was. He was a good man, a very good provider. Mother never worked. Yeah. He made sure we had food to eat, place to lay down. Yeah. Yeah. Up to the that's something I try not to think a lot about, but it does come up, you know, and sometimes you do have to reminisce, even on things that circumstances like that. It's still a way of healing. You know, you talk about it, and you know, healing is something you don't do overnight. You know, it takes a while to heal, and some people it takes a lifetime. Some people go to their graves and they're still not healed from things that's went on in their life. You know, and when I was 16, I was 10 when he passed. When I was 16, I worked at a restaurant. Just not far from where I live now. The restaurant's still there. They still running. But I was a waitress there, and I found a man dead in the bathroom. Well, that brought everything back. Everything back. And I had to go for more counseling. Yeah. I saw that man, heart attack, same thing. He was royal blue in color. And I was trying to mop. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and we were trying to get ready to close up, and I was trying to get in those bathrooms and mop, and he wouldn't come out. And so I went in there and got the owner, and I said, you know, that man that sat there and drank all that coffee, because he did. He sat there, and I come to find out his wife was practicing for a Christmas play. It was around Christmas, too. And he come, and he dropped her off at the church to practice, and he just sat there. He probably drunk a pot of coffee the whole time he was there. But I went, and the owner got me the little key to pop the door open, to unlock it. And I opened it up, and there he sat on the toilet, royal blue, leaned up against the wall. Pants were down. He was sitting on the toilet. Wow. Yeah, that was hard. That was really hard. And so, you know, things like that mold and shape you into the person that you are. You know, I have a problem with death. Not that I'm afraid to die. I know there's a better place to go. But that's why I never really wanted to work hospice. I want to get people better. That's my thing. Not saying I'll never work for hospice if that's where the Lord leads me. But no, never had an interest in it. Never. I just, and I think it's because of those two things in particular, really. But anyway, I guess that's enough about me. Slowly learning. Yeah. I saw a comment this morning on one of my videos. I don't know who this individual is or whatever. Wanted to know if I would consider doing some driving videos where I go 25 miles an hour over a speed bump. Yeah, you know, because I had said that, you know, leave me a comment, and, you know, if there's something you want to hear about in particular, you know. But no, I don't do no driving tricks, honey. I don't know what land you're from, but yeah. I don't know why you'd waste your time typing that. Anyway, maybe you should try it. Try it and let me know how it goes. You do a video on it and send it to me, and then maybe I'll try it. Or I tell you what, better yet, watch you some cartoons, some Fred Flintstone cartoons or something. They probably did that kind of thing when they were out in the little jalopy. But it takes all kinds. I got my comments set for anybody can comment. And I encourage you to comment. You know, if it's something stupid, then, you know, whatever. If people want to waste their time and energy to type up something that's stupid or silly, that's on them. Yeah, that's on them. But I'm trying to learn this new editing stuff. I got me some different video software yesterday, and so I've got a few little things I may add to some of these videos. Most of those pictures, I have blonde hair, which I still have some blonde, but I have some red streaks in it now. I've had this hairstyle for about a month and a half, I guess. I just haven't really taken that many pictures. And so if you see pictures with somebody with long blonde hair, it's me. Yeah, it is me. I've always been blonde, and I just wanted something different. I had a good bit cut off. there today. Do something. You know, if it's raining where you are, do something. Cook something good for you. Make something special. Go to the
Take
store,
the
get the
roundabout
ingredients,
to I-75 South
make you
toward
some taco
Atlanta.
soup. I'm telling you, I'm hooked on that stuff. I'm gonna have to make some more this weekend because I just love it. I just love it. It's even good with a darn fried egg sandwich. It is. So do something, make yourself something healthy. You know, watch what you're feeding yourself spiritually, visually, emotionally, and don't sit around worrying about stuff. Don't worry is a down payment on something that may never happen. It is. Now I can tell you because as my foot's sliding, I can tell you because I have
Continue on
always been a worrier.
I-75.
Yeah. You know, I just gave you a couple of things that happened in my childhood. So, anxiety, worry, it's something that I have lived with. But, you know, they say with age comes wisdom. And I am learning. Worry, forget it. I'll give you a quick example. The contract I'm on down here, with home health, you know, the census comes and goes, and for the most part down here, it's been way high, way high. Well, back in April, it was low, and so I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to renew or not. I may have to go somewhere else, but you know, it's like I said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I enjoy what I do. I don't really like change, and I do want to kind of hang around for maybe another year where I'm at. And you know what? I never worried if they was going to renew or not, because they did talk at one point that they may not need travelers. You know, that they didn't have but maybe one or two on staff, and at that time, that's really all they needed. Yeah, they didn't have enough patients, and so money is picked back up. But I never worried about it. Now, before, I would have just worried my little self to death. I'd have went to bed with that on my mind. I'd have got up with it on my mind. But I didn't worry. And you know what? I saved myself from torture. They renewed. I'm good through October. So, you know, worrying, it wouldn't have added nothing. It wouldn't have added nothing. So don't worry. Make yourself happy. And be kind to people. You know, it's something that doesn't cost anything. Smile. You know, it's better for your skin and wrinkles. More wrinkles if you frown all the time. So smile. It's contagious. So, with that being said, we will chat later. And my little friend sent me a Fanta. Yeah, it was a GIF, but she sent me one, and I thank you for that. She thought I was drinking a Fanta the other day. Oh, I wish. I do like them, but no. I'm trying to stick to water and coffee